In addition to the vaccine work here with the Nano Vaccine Institute, we also have projects with a variety of collaborators on campus looking at how the bacteria in our gut interact with the host, interact with each other in the context of providing for health benefits and or setting you up for disease, depending on the balance or imbalance of those microbes. The nanovaccine research is just the sort of that we could pretty much encapsulate any payload into the polymer nanoparticles and administer a vaccine. And the fact that what we started out with when Balaji and I, or Dr. Narasimhan and I got started back in about 2004, it was develop a single dose vaccine for tetanus toxoid, or for tetanus. Because we're many into areas of the world where people were not getting their booster immunizations and therefore were falling prey to the ravages of tetanus. And so to have a vaccine where you could only have administer once from the standpoint of patient compliance would be huge. Also, we're finding that this may have benefit for improving vaccine responses of the elderly, which is also a problem as our population ages, to have a different vaccine modality that could benefit the aged as well as the young would be fairly exciting. One of the most expensive aspects of vaccine delivery is the cold chain. So keeping everything, and now with COVID-19, you got to keep it at ultra cold temperatures. If it's the mRNA vaccine, most other vaccines, even influenza, needs to be refrigerated. The nanoparticles, or the polymers that we're working with, allow these things to be stored at room temperature. And so that would essentially break the cold chain to where you could have these vaccines in somebody's briefcase in the context of using them in a less developed area where refrigeration is unlikely to be a staple like we have it in our country. So that would be huge. And then just that also the stability, not just the polymer stable, but the payload is stabilized, because within the nanoparticle itself, the payload's essentially frozen, even though it's not frozen. So the stability of that payload is greatly improved in the context of these polymers as well.